Okay, let's talk about diets and the C word, what I refer to as the C word, which is calories, okay? So, here's what we got to put in context first, right? Is, for decades now, we have been conditioned to think we need to diet in order to lose weight, okay? And when we think of diet, one of the first things we think of is reducing our calories, right? Because we've been told that the less calories we consume, the more weight we will lose. And I'm here to tell you that's not true at all. Okay, so here's what is happening when you're only consuming, 1,200 calories is kind of the number that people throw out there. And again, why are they thinking 1,200 calories? Because we've been told 1,200 calories, okay? So 1,200 calories is maybe enough to sustain a child, but in a full-size adult body, especially if you are carrying extra weight, your body can't really function on a diet that a child should be consuming. Okay, so here's what's happening. When you restrict your calories, okay, several things are going on. Number one is your body does not have enough fuel, okay, which is what you're consuming, which includes calories and macronutrients and micronutrients, right? It doesn't even have enough calories to fully sustain itself, right? Because our bodies are always putting out energy, okay, to just do the daily functions of our body that are going on without us even thinking about it, right? So an adult body just takes more than 1,200 calories of fuel to function. So our bodies know that. So what ends up happening in the body is it has to slow things down so it can sustain you, okay? And that slowing down is your metabolism, okay? So basically what's happening is you're consuming food, you're tracking your calories, you're consuming basically what a child should be eating, and your adult-sized body is saying, okay, I know that I don't have enough fuel to sustain me, so I'm gonna slow things down so this person at least has barely enough energy to sustain itself, but it's gotta hold on to it, right? It can't burn it, okay? It can't fully utilize it because it knows intuitively that it doesn't have enough, right? So think of it this way, you know how when you buy data for your phone, and let's say you buy a certain number of gigabytes, but the beginning of the month, you're using data like crazy, well, that data needs to slow down in order for you to have enough, data to get through the end of the month. Well, it's kind of similar to your body. So the last thing that you want your body doing is slowing down its own metabolism, okay? So again, we have to really smack all the diet myths in the face. I'm not even kidding, because they have done more harm than good. Our obesity rates have gone up, and the rates of, metabolic syndrome, every chronic disease has gone up, and it's partly because we are not giving our body what it needs, okay? So screw the 1,200 calories. If you are a full-size adult, you need to eat more than 1,200 calories a day just to sustain human function, okay? So, also when you're not consuming enough calories, not only is it affecting your metabolism, but it's affecting your hormones in different ways, right? I mean, number one, when you're in the mindset of restricting yourself, okay, we still basically have the same brain we had when we were 2. So, you know how when a parent would tell you you couldn't have something? What does your brain tell you? You want it even more, right? So again, this whole mentality of restricting ourselves We can't have this. We can't have that. We're on a diet. Number one, you can't sustain that. And number two, as soon as you deprive yourself of something, your brain wants it even more. It's just how we're hardwired. So the more we try to fight against that, guess what? Our body is still functioning on an intuitive level, right? But we're, trying to like control and manage and do all these things. That is creating stress in the body. Okay, so here's what I want you to get. Like, our bodies are synergistic. You can't just do one thing and have it not affect another. So as soon as you're telling yourselves, I can't have that, does that make you feel more relaxed or does it make you feel more stressed? It makes you feel more stressed. Well, when you are in a stressful state, you have certain hormones that kick in. Those hormones are also telling your body to slow down its metabolism of food, and those hormones tell your body to store fat. Okay? So we're doing all of these counterintuitive things. So literally, I'll hear, well, I need to lose 30 pounds. I need to lose 50 pounds. I need to lose 100 pounds, so I need to eat less so I can lose more weight. So that's one of the reasons why you've been struggling, because that will never work. You are fighting against your body's intelligence, and anytime you do that, your body's gonna win. It's gonna win every time. So I don't really like to, get people caught up in calories, but I will tell you, if you're a full-size adult, minimum 1,800, 2,000 calories a day. Okay? And if someone wants to argue with this or whatever, this is what I have found personally. Okay? And I don't do anything that has a name to it. Right? So I don't do keto, I don't do paleo, I don't do intermittent fasting, I don't do reverse dieting. Like, if it's called something, that's not how I roll, okay? I'm about intuitively supporting your body in a way that it can be sustained your entire life, and it just becomes a part of who you are and how you function. And none of that should include stress or restricting yourself or eating what would barely sustain a child, okay? So I'm not saying jump from 1,200 calories to 2,000 calories, but I do suggest that you definitely make incremental increases over a series of weeks. Okay, so maybe increase it by 100 or 200 calories a week and gradually work your way up, because again, your body needs to adjust. Your body needs to realize, oh, okay, I can metabolize this a little bit faster because I'm not starving. I'm not deprived, right? So that's just one little thing I wanted to cover. Very, very, very important. Anytime you start to observe, right? Because part of this is becoming mindful to the ways that we've been going about doing things that have never worked and never will. And restricting your calories is one of them. So now, like when you observe yourself, oh, I can only have 1,200 calories a day, where did that come from? Who told you that? Because no, unless you're a child, that will never, ever, ever, ever work, okay? So hopefully this helps you, but yes, please, please gradually increase your calories and work on balanced, intuitive, mindful eating. See your body, as a car. We take better care of our cars than we do our bodies, right? If we have a car that requires premium gas, we would never think about putting regular gas in it, but we do that to our bodies all day long and then want to get mad at it for not cooperating, okay? So, ladies, gentlemen, stop restricting yourself. Stop eating like a bird, literally. Gradually increase your calories so your body can utilize and burn off and metabolize what it is that you are consuming throughout the day. In another video, we'll talk about what that looks like, but in the meantime, I beg you, stop restricting yourself and stop eating so few calories that literally cannot sustain a human adult. Thank you for watching.